go for it. And as great as what's his face, Valverde is, he isn't. He's a competent player, but he still isn't a natural right back. Like I don't know why you don't try to exploit those things. Um, I thought, for example, Real Madrid, they were great at creating chances. Now, I don't know if that's just a testament to just how bad City's defense has been, just like the past few months. And it's almost like both teams were lucky in the sense that that Man City didn't get fucking blown out today. But at the same time, it's like how many times do we see a team dominate another, and then when it just doesn't go in, it just doesn't go in. But if you look at the three goals they scored, I mean, bro, that Mbappe, like, like he was fortunate that shit was still on
Yeah, yeah,
target.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and he had some quality chances. Like
Yes.
I thought that one when Rodrigo was a great pass in the end of the first half. I thought he was gonna bury that in like the corner because he was like by himself,
Yeah.
but he didn't. And then the second goal, I don't know what the fuck Ederson was doing with that pass. I was just like that shit made no sense. Just like
We mean the Brahim Diaz goal?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because it started from that pass. It was just a dumb pass to begin with. And bro, every time I see this guy, I don't understand why City fans even rate this guy. Oh, first and foremost, why don't any City fans ever show up? Like, this is just ridiculous. Like,
It,
every
it is.
time
It is. It
they
is.
just never
It's weird.
show up. You know, the
It's weird.
funny thing is, the only guy that ever shows up is Abdallah, and he just says dumb things when he comes on. Like, there's no proper representation.
It is.
No, 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 no.
Um,
I haven't seen Don Smoke since before we cooked him in the FA Cup final, man. I've
uh,
not seen him for a while, man.
No, but the guy basically like okay, first of all, I'll blame Kovacic because why are you doing fancy back heels back to your defenders? Like
When it's like freaking 2-2, you know.
when it's 2-2, you've been dominated all game. And Rico Lewis is the one I want to talk about. Bro, that kid, I don't care what anybody says. That kid is garbage. I've never saw the hype in that guy, and I've always was told, yo, he can good on defense, he's good in midfield, he's good in this. I've said it before. He's just a Mancunian Sergio Roberto. That's all he is. He
Yeah,
just plays a whole bunch of different positions.
yeah,
That's all.
man.
That's
And,
crazy.
and I've
That's
said it
crazy.
before. His
Aggressive.
name is Rico Lewis. This guy's English and Puerto Rican at the same time. Like he makes no sense.
Damn,
That guy makes like
damn.
I don't get how people even rate this guy. And that's one thing I'll give criticism to what's his face, Pep Guardiola. Like, why do you play this guy? Like, this guy's just because you can play multiple positions doesn't mean you're fucking good. I'm sorry. I just the fact that you can't play one position it just tells me a lot about you. It's just not good.
So yeah. So you feel this ties over?
The
City
tie's
can't
over
come
for
back.
me because you're going into the Bernabeu. Mind you, like I think Real Madrid will comfortably beat. I won't surprise if they beat them 3-0 at the Bernabeu, 3-0. Um, it would take a generational performance for this Man City team to beat Real Madrid
No,
at home.
I think either generational or like City, Real get like two sendings off or something. Like it's some
Yeah,
kind of like freak game where like this shows a once in a lifetime freak kind of game because
yeah,
like that's the team I saw. Those guys were trash, man. Those guys were
bro.
horrible.
Like it's hard to gauge how good Real Madrid is because this one of the big head stories of this season is how bad Man City have been since they fell off.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't really understand. Like, was this Real Madrid coming back? I mean, they did face Atletico Madrid over the weekend, who were a much more formidable opponent, and they were pretty lackluster. So it's like beating City almost
Does
in this
it?
season kind of feels like
It.
a
It.
formality. Like they should have beaten
Yeah.
them.
It doesn't mean much this season, man.
Yeah,
Beating
it
City.
really like I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Like every time they got pressed in their own box. It didn't even look like defending. It looks like Man City were just scrambling to get the ball out of there. I thought Vinicius was the best player on the pitch.
Jude had
Um,
a really good game.
I
I thought Jude
thought
did
I,
good.
I thought Jude was decent. I didn't think he was all that. and mind you, I'm someone who gives Jude a lot of credit. I just didn't think that game he was particularly good. I thought he was better against Atleti. Mbappe, I mean, this guy just scored, so obviously, you're gonna let it pass. You're gonna be like, get. No, bro, let's be honest, bro. If you really talk about the best player in the world, that was an unacceptable performance. I don't care how much about. At the end of the day, it only matters if it gets done. But I'm judging the best player in the world. Like, I'm sorry, Vinny to me. I've said it in the past. Vinny to me is still better. He's just more.
Oh no,
problems
Vinny
overnight
is
with
key. Like Madrid fans saying, like, oh no, Vinny, no. It just shows you how important Vinny is. What's it called? Elijah, what were you saying?
Successful hate watch. I've had back-to-back successful hate. I had Kansas City get cooked. I had today. I even won money. Even it's great. It's great. Today's great. I'm still sick, so I'm sorry if I sound crazy. Overall, the game was highly entertaining. Highly entertaining. Up and down type of stuff. I think I was just really disappointed in the fact that I said in the Discord that City looked toothless at times, very, very toothless. In terms like they just did not have that. They didn't want it. They didn't want it as much. Like in sports in general, like even if you're not the best team, but the fact that you have the energy and the desire to want to win can change results in your favor. And
So you're saying that those